Hello. Today I'm going to be showing you some strategies to help make activities more auditory based so that your child can practice their listening. I want to emphasize that the strategies that I'm going to teach you are not limited to reading stories like my example. And you can use this in your everyday life to work on your child's listening without drastically changing your schedule or routine. I'm using the book Ted's Bike Ride as my example. The book is great because it introduces a bunch of different animals that make a bunch of different sounds, and that's just great exposure. We can get your child to focus on listening by doing some of the strategies that I'll be showing you during the reading. So the first tip that I want to show you is called the redundancy strategy. This is when you pick target words that you go over repeatedly to make sure that they fully understand. We are pre-teaching and repeating the vocabulary we want them to know for the story. I like to use targeted sign support, so you'll see me add in some signs on top of the animal names to help the child make that connection. So let's see how this looks. The bear is riding a bike. The bear is going so fast. Wow, what a nice bear. Who is that? A bear. I see someone new. He is a cow. The cow is black and white. Wow, what a cute cow. So as you can see, I was able to teach bear and cow 3 times each in a very short period of time, with the animal names being at the beginning of some sentences, with the animal name being at the end of some sentences. So they really get that exposure to the word in different situations. The second strategy I want to show is called acoustic highlighting. This is just a fancy phrase for making the key words in a sentence slower and louder than the rest. This is so that the child is able to focus on those important words while also exposing them to sentence structure. So the bear is talking. Hello, cow. How are you? Can you teach me something new? The cow is talking. Hello, bear. Good morning, you. All I can teach is cow says moo. Next, we're going to try a strategy called listen first. It's a way to get the child to use their best listening skills. You start by turning the book away to take away that visual support. Then you can ask the question in the same way that you had read it. So in the last page, I used the phrase, cow says moo. So I'm going to ask, cow says, and kind of give that expectant look of like, hey kid, like I want you to finish my sentence. So let's practice. Cow says, and you can take away the sign if they don't need that support. Cow says, that's right. Cow says moo. And you can give that visual support back to really kind of instill that understanding. So now that you're familiar with all of the terms and strategies that I used, I'm going to redo it with the other pages in a more fluid manner. So while I'm reading, I'm just going to mention the strategies that I'm doing so you can kind of see it in action instead of like fully explaining like I did. Redundancy. The bear is looking at what? A dog. I love dogs. Dogs are so fun. Point with me to the dog. Point. A dog. Nice. So now we're going to work on acoustic highlighting. Bear said, "Hey, dog, how are you? Can you teach me something new?" The dog says, "Hello, Bear. All I can teach is dog says woof, woof, woof." So now we're going to turn our book around and we're going to do that listening first strategy. The dog says, give him that expectant look. Woof, woof, woof. Yeah, that's right. We turn our book back around, give him that visual. That's right. That's great. So now, after you go through all the animals, you can work on auditory memory. And so this is where we want them to have their chance to repeat what they understood. And so we're going to go back to all the animals, and there's like 10 animals in this story. So you'd finish the book and then go back to a page and you would be like, the cow says, and wait and give them that expectant look. So then they know, oh, I have to remember what I heard. Moo. And then you can reward, yes, the cow says moo, great job. And then the dog says, expectant look, woof, woof, woof. And there you go. That's how we do auditory-based strategies in everyday activities. You can really implement this in whatever you do with your child to really focus on those listening skills. So I hope I was able to explain it well. And if you have any questions, let me know.